Good, absolute, beautiful fucking morning, YouTubers and people of the world. Um, I got a comment yesterday, and it was on the video that depression is beautiful. I'm pretty sure that's where the comment was, uh, but the comment has disappeared. Maybe the person's name was there, but I can't remember who it was. And also, maybe they deleted the comment, or maybe it's just I can't find it. I tried anyway. Um, so basically, the person was saying, I'm pretty sure it was about depression is beautiful video, and the person commented. So now I'm trying to remember something like. Even though my experience of depression was beautiful, but isn't that a judgment? So good fucking question. Basically, yeah, really good question. Um, it's really, really interesting because, um, it's so difficult to, until you actually get into meditation. What happens is you then become the watcher of thoughts and emotions. That's kind of what happens, um, and yeah, it's tricky. I mean, it's simple for me, but it's tricky for the other to understand, maybe. Um, yeah. When 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 there is the watcher, now for me you can only experience that when you get into meditation. That's what happened to me. I got into meditation and I suddenly became the watcher of what was happening. So I don't think it's possible to have that without meditation, but I could be wrong. It's simply what happened to me. um, so yeah, so the question is, so my experience of depression was beautiful, and the question is, isn't that a judgment? No, it's not a judgment, because I'm simply aware of it without judgment. Yeah, it's it's so fucking tricky. Like, it's not tricky for me. It just seems like it's tricky to be understood. Until you actually fall into that hole of becoming the watcher, then really you don't know. I can talk about it, but you need to experience it in order to understand it. Um, yeah, it's one of the things that Buddha apparently said was, he says, I'm pointing to the moon for you, but you're looking at my finger. You're not looking at the moon. And it's a bit like that. Until you actually experience it, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. Tricky, fucking tricky. And also, it can really appear. What I realize is, once you become this meditator, um, it really, really appears that when I'm expressing myself, it really appears that I'm egotistical. Like, I am absolutely fucking beautiful. Now, it could be very easy to perceive that as, that guy's fucking, he's full of fucking ego. He's loving himself. He thinks he's fucking beautiful, and that's the tricky bit. uh, I'm simply looking, watching, observing, witnessing this human being without being him. It's so tricky. uh, yeah, I don't know if I can express it in any other way, in a better way. Um, yeah, I don't think I can. Once it happens to you that you become the watcher, which is the most profound and important thing that any human being can happen to in their life. because when you're in it, and you can't see it. You're you're at the mercy of your thoughts and emotions. So you're in that, and to step out of it, then you can observe it. That's why it's the most important thing that can happen to a human being, in my experience, because you're in the dream, and you can fuck about in the dream, like everybody just in this dream. And it's only by stepping out of the dream that you can then observe what is happening. Otherwise you can't observe it from within the dream. Like I heard Osho say that Buddha said that, you know, you have to get off the wheel of Dharma. You have to get off the wheel of illusion. You can't do anything on the wheel of illusion. You've got to jump off the wheel, and the only way to jump off the wheel is meditation. Hence, Buddha was, his whole thing was meditation, vipassana meditation. And that's what he was saying, that you got to jump off the wheel so that you can observe it. Otherwise you're in the wheel. You can't observe it when you're in there. So it's really hard to I express it as best I can, but there is no judgment there. Sorry, I can't remember your name. Well, it doesn't fucking matter anyway. Maybe you deleted the comment, I don't know, but I can't find it. But that experience of depression, I mean, the mind with the ego was desperate to say, oh, there's something wrong here. You need to go and check this out. You need to find out what the problem is here. And I wasn't getting into that. I was simply observing it, not engaging in it, just simply being the watcher without judgment of all the sensations, the mind, the sensations of the depression, and to, like I said in the video, to observe that without judgment. It was absolutely fucking incredibly fucking beautiful, so personal. And that's not a judgment, that's an observation. I'm simply observing what is unfolding in front of me. Yeah, that's fucking it. That's the best explanation that I can give. Fantastic. Yeah, I really hope that kind of helps, but without getting into, in my experience, Osho meditation. Fuck off to an Osho center, or start doing Kundalini meditation, for example. 5 o'clock every day. Kundalini meditation is fucking fantastic. All the meditations are. But until you experience, until you have that, until you experience that, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. That's it. You know, people spend their whole lives talking about spirituality and talking about meditation. Tree huggers is what I call them. They learn about meditation. They might even go to an Osho center, and then they learn about meditation, and then they come straight out and they start teaching people about meditation, for example. And unconsciously they don't want to continue meditating. It's easier to share with others so that people can think, fucking hell, you're really fucking cool, you're a meditator, and you're so knowledgeable. You know, I've witnessed that within my fucking self, like, to observe the ego without judgment, to be 100% honest with oneself. It's incredible. It doesn't give the ego anywhere to hide. There's no black boxes, there's no dark corners for it to hide in anymore. And that can only be accomplished by being 100% fucking honest with oneself. So a bit of a digress, maybe. It's the best I can do. When you get into meditation, then you will know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, but that's, in my experience, that's just how it is. Really wishing that everybody is absolutely fucking fantastic. I hope that answers your query. Thank you for the query. I don't know whether it answers it or not, but really thank you. Really fucking excellent and important question, because I wasn't able to answer that question prior to meditation, absolutely not possible, because I believed I was that illusion, that ego. I believed I was that, so I wasn't able to answer that. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope that. Thank you very, very much for the question. Really, really fucking excellent question. Really, really important question. Thank you, whoever you are, and really, really hope that you have an absolutely fucking wonderfully beautiful day. Ciao, beautiful fucking human beings.